A second shepherd's play focuses on the lives of three shepherds living in England. Each of them bears their own struggles and voices concern about the ongoing issues in their everyday lives.
First, we have Coll, the eldest of three shepherds. We see that Coll is feeling frustrated with the conditions that he has to work in every day while in the fields. He suffers through the cold and makes very little money for the amount of time and effort that he puts in. Next, we have Gib. He's the middle shepherd. As we see, he too has a lot of frustration with his daily life occurrences, especially his marriage. Gib and Coll later realize that they're both present and join each other to suffer through the storm together, wondering where Daw is. Finally, we hear from Daw, the youngest of the three shepherds. Despite his young age, we can see that he too has his own share of struggles. Daw finally notices that they're looking for him, and so he goes to join Coll and Gib. He voices complaint about being hungry, something that they can all relate to. Even though Coll and Gib have also been complaining, when Daw does it, it's not okay. They sing to take their mind off of everything. The shepherds notice a man approaching them, and they recognize that is Mak, a local thief. Mak is shady and can't be trusted, comes in with an accent in disguise, and tries to trick everyone. The shepherds don't buy Mak's act, so he gives it up and tries to pull the sympathy card to get pity from them. The shepherds don't trust Mak, so they force him to stay there and spend the night, so they can ensure he doesn't take anything. Mak puts a spell on them, though, to keep them asleep. In casting a spell, Mak is able to ensure that the shepherds don't wake up and notice he stole the largest of their sheep. He returns home and tells his wife what he did, and she helps him come up with a plan. Her plan is to disguise the sheep as a baby, so that way if the shepherds come looking for it, they won't find the sheep, and she can just say she gave birth overnight. Mak hurries back to the shepherds so that he can pretend he woke up with them. He lies about having a nightmare as well so that he can kind of throw the suspicion off him. He returns back home then, and the shepherds go check on their sheep. The shepherds immediately notice the missing sheep and hurry to Mak's house to see if he stole it. They search throughout the entire house but don't find any sheep, and it's clear that Mak and his family really are struggling financially. The shepherds try apologizing for the mix-up since their sheep isn't there. Mak just wants them to leave, he's not trying to be their friend. The shepherds leave before realizing they didn't get the baby a gift, so then they have to return. When they came back to the house, they were angry to see that it was their sheep wrapped up in the blanket, not a baby. Mak tries to make up all these excuses to cover himself, but the shepherds know that they were right about him. The shepherds are angry, but Coll decides that they should show mercy to him, so they don't end up killing him, they just embarrass him. An angel appears and tells them that Christ has been born. The shepherds don't care anymore that they were cold and suffering. Their suffering's over now with the birth of Christ. The shepherds are redeemed, and they head to Bethlehem to visit the baby before rejoicing into song.